Looking for a heartwarming children's book with a powerful message?
Being Me is the Best Thing to Be by Judy Erb tells the story of Honey, a curious little turtle who learns that being herself is the very best thing to be. It's a wonderful read for children, parents, and grandparents celebrating self-confidence and self-acceptance.
You can purchase this book on BookBaby, Amazon, or Barnes& and Noble.
If you want an autographed copy, you can email Judy directly at jerbauthor@gmail.com with your mailing address and who you'd like it personalized to.
All of these links are in the show notes, but make sure you get your copy today. You ready?
Yeah,
Welcome to the podcast. I'm William.
and I'm Kat.
And that makes this a dash of info.
Yes, little things you want to know.
So today we're going to talk about the wheel. It's a marvel so fundamental that it's easy to forget it's one of humanity's greatest achievements, maybe.
Possibly. Imagine a world without wheels, no bicycles, no cars, no shopping carts with that one wobbly, rebellious wheel that makes grocery shopping an adventure.
Oh my gosh, I hate that. I get that shopping cart every time.
I have one of those carts at work.
Okay, that works. Without the wheel, we'd be stuck lugging things around like it's back in the Stone Age. And honestly, nobody has the back strength for that anymore, right?
No, nobody does lugging anything around anymore.
Except
Except,
ourselves.
well, I mean, lugging themselves or the people like me who decide to try to carry their groceries in at one time.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not making two trips. I'm
I,
I'm gonna
I'm,
I'm gonna do it all in one trip.
yeah, I'm gonna do it all in one trip. And if I have to make two trips, then I just couldn't make it. But
Same, except like I'll buy and I know we did a plastic episode about this, but I will occasionally buy like the 48 pack of water. No, 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 that's a trip all on its own.
yeah, I hate buying packs of water.
Try my best not to, but it's easy, convenient sometimes. I do. Well, you see me. I have a refillable water bottle that I bring most days with my tea bag hanging out on the side of it.
Yeah, yeah. So, what is a wheel? Well, it's not just a round thing that makes life easier, although that's obviously our first thought, right? So, it's the unsung hero of civilization, rolling its way through history, making everything from chariots to Ferris wheels possible.
I thought you was gonna say Ferris Bueller's Day Off possible, but
I might have almost did.
So did you ever watch that?
Yes, I know that one. Okay, I'm not completely uncultured.
But you don't know same bat time, same bat channel.
I assume it's from Batman, but I don't want to just assume.
So from transporting ancient warriors to helping us flee awkward social situations via public transit, the wheel has done more for humanity than inventions.
A wheel is a circular rotating object designed to facilitate motion, typically by reducing the friction between a surface and the object being moved.
At its most basic, a wheel is a round frame or a disc that revolves around a central hub or an axle.
It is one of the six classical simple machines, and it's foundational to a wide range of tools, vehicles, and mechanical systems.
Important note, the key features of a wheel: circular shape. The wheel's round form allows for smooth, continuous rolling motion. This shape really helps distribute weight evenly and maintain balance.
Axle connection. The wheel is usually mounted on an axle, a rod that passes through its center. This setup allows the wheel to spin freely while the axle remains stationary, or rotates with it depending on the design.
And then you have the center hub. Most wheels have a center hub where they connect to the axle. In spoked wheels, like a bicycle, this hub is connected to the center rim via tension spokes.
Wheels can be made from wood, metal, plastic, rubber, or composites, depending on their intended use. Modern car wheels, for instance, typically combine steel or alloy rims with rubber tires.
Tread, because some wheels have some form of a textured surface, and this really helps improve traction and grip on different types of terrains. So you might have different types of tread depending on what kind of wheel you have.
Right. It was the two T's, wasn't it? The treads and the textured.
I think it was. My brain is like, no, we can't do that today. We're going to do this.
I feel that.
In other words, like we said before, functional sentences is key.
Functional sentences are hard sometimes.
Pronunciation is hard all the time.
Indeed. Tell a word and help get the friend out. Raise. You
You
was
know
about to
what?
say raise.
That's so bad.
It was
I'm
just so fun, like the way
I'm
you had set it up and stopped yourself because you just didn't want to sound that country is what's
What
is
really
what
makes it
got
so
me.
bad is I am that country, and half the time I have to catch myself, and I'm like, wait a minute, back up a little bit. Let's sound sophisticated over here.
He says I have to sound gentrified. Hold on.
I like the wheel. Let's keep rolling.
The place and time of the invention of the wheel remain subjects of scholarly debate, and this uncertainty arises because the oldest archaeological hints related to wheels, such as depictions, grooves, or partial wooden artifacts, did not conclusively prove the existence of an actual wheeled transport.
You know, some of these findings are either too fragmented to confirm their use as wheels, or are dated with a wide margin of error, making it difficult to pinpoint an exact moment or location for the invention. So, the invention of the solid wooden disc wheel is generally placed in the late Neolithic period, particularly during the Copper Age.
This type of wheel consisted of planks joined together to form a solid circular disc with a central hole for mounting on an axle. Unlike earlier millennia where agriculture and pottery had already developed, this innovation marked a dramatic shift in human technological progress.
You know, Kat, before we get into anything any further here, hey, Kat, Coke.
Pepsi.
We'll be right back. So, before 6000 BCE, humans had already invented agriculture and pottery, but no wheels existed during this time, suggesting that thousands of years civilizations transported goods and people without the aid of a wheeled vehicle.
Late Neolithic and early Bronze Age, after 4500 BCE, the appearance of the wheel alongside other major technological innovations like metalworking ushered in a transformative era. These changes helped define the early Bronze Age and revolutionize transport industry and society.
So then you have the potter's wheel, and this come along somewhere between 4500 and 4000 BCE, possibly developed even before wheels were used for transport. The rotating potter's wheel shows early evidence of humans harnessing rotational motion for practical tasks. Earliest wheeled vehicles, somewhere around 3500 BC, archaeological finds such as wheeled impressions indicate that the first carts and wagons, well, they emerged during this time, especially in Mesopotamia and Central Europe.
During the Middle Bronze Age, which was around 2200 to 1550 BCE, several groundbreaking advancements reshaped transportation and warfare. Invention of the spoked wheel and the chariot. The spoked wheel was a major innovation that significantly reduced the weight of wheeled vehicles, making them faster and more maneuverable. Unlike earlier solid wooden wheels, spoked wheels had gaps between the spokes, allowing for greater flexibility and durability.
So the advancement led to the development of chariots, which became a dominant force in warfare and transportation. Chariots were typically lightweight, two-wheeled vehicles pulled by horses, allowing for swift movement across battlefields and long distances. The domestication of horses during this period really revolutionized mobility in warfare.
Genetic evidence suggests that domesticated horses originated in the Pontic Caspian steppe region around 2200 BCE. Horses were initially used for transportation and agricultural work, but their role quickly expanded to warfare, particularly with the introduction of chariots. The ability to harness horses for riding and pulling vehicles allowed civilizations to expand their territories and improve trade networks.
These innovations, well, they marked a turning point in human history. They really influenced military strategies, trade, societal development across Eurasia. Chariots, they were a revolutionary invention that transformed warfare, transportation, and social structures across ancient civilizations. Chariots became the ultimate weapon of war, allowing armies to move swiftly and strike with precision.
They were particularly effective in shock combat, where their speed and mobility overwhelmed slower infantry formations. Chariot borne archers, especially in Egyptian and Hittite armies, could fire arrows while remaining mobile, making them formidable opponents. Man, you got some guy on a chariot shooting arrows at you and you're standing there like a sitting duck. Heck no.
Unless you got that stick to stick in his spoke. Well, first,
Get out the way. You got to have a good spear. Hopefully, you got a good arm, okay?
well, not only that, hopefully you're alive by the time you get to that spoke.
I know that's right.
But then
Yes,
by
you're
the
just kind
time
of
you,
sitting duck.
yeah, like chariots really changed everything.
That is a serious game changer next to catapults. The Battle of Kadesh between Egypt and the Hittites is one of the most famous chariot battles in history.
The invention of the chariot spread across Eurasia, influencing warfare in Mesopotamia, Egypt, China, and Europe. The Indo-European migrants, well, they carried chariot technology to new regions, shaping military strategies and territorial expansion. The Hittites, well, they developed heavier chariots capable of carrying three warriors, emphasizing close combat. So from one to two, we have three warriors, one driving the chariot, two archers on each side. What do you think?
Oof.
Run. Don't don't
Run.
don't try to
Don't.
spoke the wheel. Just run.
I'm saying, absolutely not. That's one of those like that comes down the hill running at you. No. Chariots were not just tools of war. They played a role in hunting, sports, and religious ceremonies. In ancient Rome, chariot racing became a popular spectacle in the Circus Maximus, drawing massive crowds. In some cultures, chariots were associated with divine figures symbolizing power and prestige.
Prestige.
As cavalry units became more effective, chariots gradually fell out of use in warfare.
However, their influence persisted, shaping the development of horse-mounted combat and later military strategies. The legacy of the chariot can still be seen in modern racing and ceremonial traditions. Chariots were more than just vehicles. They were symbols of power, innovation, and conquest, leaving a lasting impact on civilizations across the ancient world, all because of the wheel.
And after the chariot, one of the next major advancements in wheel technology was the wheelbarrow, which emerged in classical Greece between the 6th and 4th centuries BCE. This simple yet effective invention allowed for easier transportation of heavy loads, significantly improving construction and agriculture.
And over time, wheels evolved into more complex forms, including geared wheels for machinery, spoked wheels with iron reinforcements, really paving the way for modern transportation. After the wheelbarrow, several key innovations advanced wheel technology.
Spoked wheels with iron rims. The Celts introduced iron rimmed wheels, which increased durability and allowed for smoother travel through rough terrain. Gears and cogwheels, which kind of was circa 300 BCE. The Greeks and Romans developed geared wheels, which became essential for machinery, including watermills and clocks.
Pneumatic tires, 1888 CE, John Boyd Dunlap invented the pneumatic tire, revolutionizing transportation by providing a cushion ride for bicycles and later automobiles. Advancements in metallurgy led to lightweight alloy wheels, improving fuel efficiency and performance in vehicles.
Each of these innovations built upon the wheel's legacy, shaping industries from transportation to engineering. So, next time you're riding your bike, pushing a shopping cart, or even driving your car, take a moment to appreciate the wheel.
It's been rolling its way through history, silently judging our poor parking skills and carrying our ancestors into battle. Without it, we'd still be dragging things around like cavemen or women, or worse, relying on overly ambitious attempts to carry too many grocery bags in all at one time, like Kat and I both like to do. You liked how I threw that back in there?
I love that we totally improv that in the beginning and it still circled back around.
I'll tell you, you can't have a wheel without an axle. Oh, other than that, you just have a round thing.
That's true.
So it's really, we should have titled this The Wheel and Axle, maybe.
The wheel and
But
axle. The axle and wheel.
but really, honestly and truly, wouldn't you think the wheelbarrow had to come around before the chariot?
You would have thought because a lot of people relied on agriculture. They were just trying to carry too many groceries in at one time all the time.
Well, I think their minds were set on war, like, I mean,
Yeah.
to carry weapons of war.
That seems to be a common motif in political systems.
I think the chariot was probably one of the top 100 inventions.
It was pretty epic. I don't know if I could ride one. Like I can't even. I've never really been around horses too much. I could
Well,
count like the times on like my one hand, which is unfortunate.
you hook the chariot to the horse, and then you
Right.
just like,
Right. I would have to be understanding of said horse and how it works first, ideally. Correct. I mean, I don't
well,
think you want me holding the reins. That's all I'm saying.
so you're going to be the archer.
Yeah, I could do what I would have to practice. I have never, but I would love to.
Okay, sure. Sounds good to
There's
me.
some practice involved.
Yep.
And then we can work on me moving and trying to shoot a different target. So let us all give a round of applause to the wheel, preferably while rolling away from one embarrassing moment we all wish we could forget.
If you would like to support this podcast, tell a friend and help get the word out.
If you'd like to support the show, you can do so at Patreon or take advantage of our sponsors. Those links are in the show notes.
We want to say thank you for listening, whether you've been with us from day one. Like,
Or just tuning in. Thank you.
yeah,
You could join the Facebook group at Info on the Go
over there, you can get to know us.
or ask us a question.
But you know what? You can follow us wherever you get your podcast.
Send us some fan mail using the link in the show notes or leave a review.
We really do love reading that fan mail, but leaving a review, it helps others find us. You can email us directly at,
Info on the Go podcast at gmail.com.
and the best thing about it, all of this is in the show notes. Till next time.
Stay curious.
Hey, listeners, ready to transform your sleep? Cozy Earth is all about lasting luxury and comfort. Their bamboo sheets have been called the world's softest sheets, cooling, moisture wicking, and unbelievably soft. And I can tell you they get better with every wash. And they have a 100-night sleep trial and a 10-year warranty.
But it doesn't stop there. They have bath, sleepwear, loungewears, and even skincare. Free shipping on orders of $50 or more.
Make sure you go to cozyearth.com, use our code INFOGO at checkout to save 21% off. You can find all of this in the show notes.